Bowl. Often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will come out first. Ole Miss really put it on the Bayou Bengals the last time these two met. And anytime you take a rival behind the woodshed like that, it feels good.
It feels good, and they loved every second of it. And I think it was taunting. It was all of the goodness that is college football. And, Jesse, I got a feeling LSU, they remember that feeling really well.
I think they remember it really well. That felt like hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, that was bad. I mean, it reverberated not just in the SEC, all across college football. Ole Miss made a point. LSU is going to have to play much better in this one.
It's complete. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
The inside handoff. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Working on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the point after is good. from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Coffee. They're setting up the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Caught over the middle, it's Bass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Keeps looking downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Rebels are threatening on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Using the quick game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to keep it in the air. Uncorks one. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever, down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
Man, I love what Reese says.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Moses. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Try to tack on one more.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he's going to try to return this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Takes the handoff. It's Ambrose. There he goes. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
To the ground, he's got it again.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Whedon. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Punga. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows it. To the 33. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. Finds some fresh air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Great job by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and a challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Power football with the run. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target to the left. They corral it out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up, and we're predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here.
And he'll hold it on and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. They get to him as he throws. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Offside. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking up.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Whedon. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right on target this time. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Moses. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Punga. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this run.
Lots of room to run. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Dugan. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this. Getting a stop against these guys on third down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's up to 73 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll keep it himself. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, He's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Fires complete on the crosser. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. But these guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one.
To the air on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense in a bunch formation. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The lone back's got it. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Dugan. Catch in the middle, it's Moses. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Rebels are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Zings it complete to the right. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down. And we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quarterback stands alone. Wide receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. He'll pull it on the read. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires deep on the run. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bass. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11.
it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. LSU will get a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run at. But he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents are.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Whedon. Got a man in the middle. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU, and as always, they take victory in the tailgate. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.